Hey everyone, can you hear me? Can you confirm if you can hear me? Okay, thank you. How is this background? Shall I try changing this Zoom background? I think let's try this one. Okay, just give me some feedback. How is the background? Anyway, let's start sharing screen and trying to work through that. Good, it's okay. Thanks, Abhishek. Thank you, everybody. Let some other people join as well. Okay, can you just go ahead and press the like button, then the recommendation goes to them. Actually, just I will wait for just 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. I hope all of you are doing great. Just 1 or 2 minutes we will wait, then we will start. I have some interesting things for you today in store. Let me try seeing if it is working fine in my phone, other phone actually. Okay. Okay, it looks like we are set. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Thank you, Sivendra, Vishwabhushan, Rohit. After a long time, Rohit has come. Welcome, Rohit. Okay, for some of you who is using a different name here, I may not know the name, so sorry for that. Whoever's name is evident, just I'm saying hello to you. Okay. So guys, can you start with this first one? Okay. So we will start. We will let others join. Okay. So first question here is regarding Python, and today's focus is more around some bit of common things that they will ask you in interview screening. Number one. Number two, when they call you for the job first time, they will ask you these things. Okay. So we will discuss how to answer these questions. So one of that question is, so as some of you know or some of you don't know, I am doing personal on a fees basis actually, personal interview mentoring as well. Okay. And if you are interested in how I do that, just go to Unfold Data Science on Instagram. Follow me if you are not following me. Okay, that is free of cost obviously, but there you will find link if you want me to mentor you personally on interview. So from that interaction with students, this one thing is coming up. Suppose someone is asking you, somebody asked to one of my known student, okay, why do you use Python for machine learning? And when interviewer or in the job screening somebody asks you this, then you have to give a complete answer. Okay, don't give the half answer. For example, Python is flexible. Don't give like one liner answer. Give a complete answer of this question. Okay, because there you can expect follow-up question on this. So just tell, why do you use Python for machine learning? And I have already given you the instruction how to give the answer. Okay. One more time, this is my Instagram handle. If you want to follow, you can follow it, unfold_data_science. Okay. Okay. So Salini is saying because Python is easy to learn, easy to write, and has many inbuilt function, and this is also interpreted interpretable, you mean to say interpretable language. But how this makes a difference? For example, let's say Java is not an interpretable language. Java is a compiling based language. So as a programmer, how does it make a difference for me? I mean, as a data scientist, why I will not use Java? Why I will use Python? So can you add little more points in that? Think through and tell me. No hurry here. Okay, we are in a live session. Think through and tell me. Okay. So some of the reasons we can just keep writing here. For example, obviously the one reason can be why it's not writing. Okay, sorry. The one reason can be Python is easy to learn. We should not say, we should say easy to program, because a recruiter is not interested in knowing it's easy to learn, right? We can say easy to program. Okay. Then we can say lot of inbuilt features. Okay. Inbuilt features. Okay. And then we can say easily integrable with other environments. Okay. So we can say easily integrable. Integrable means you want to use it with, let's say, Unix. You want to use it with, let's say, Azure machine learning. You want to use it on AWS. Easily integrable, right? And then easy to program, lot of inbuilt feature, easily integrable. And what all I can say, all the modern deep learning libraries, all the modern deep learning technologies, for example, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, all these things are in Python first, right? So lot of libraries we can say. RARIES, I'm saying here, library support. So four things I have written here. One more thing I can write here. What I can write here, reason for Python. Let me see what you guys are saying. We will quickly know where interpretable it will be difficult. Okay, so Sarani is saying if it's an interpretable language, error debugging is easy. Okay, so I agree with that. Python is easy to understand, right? It's a kind of English language. Yes, from a programming point of view, yes, but think from you know what I can say. Think like how you can how you can prove that you are a very good programmer. Think like that. Yes, Manish has given a good point. Python is, syntax wise easy, so programmer can focus more on um, writing the core business logic, I would say. Okay, so here, easy to program will cover all those things like error debugging is easy, or easy to code, inbuilt feature easily integrable, and libraries. If I want to add one more point here, in my opinion, I can simply say that it is widely accepted as the data. So if you see, right, 60%, nearly 60% projects are in Python in data science, right, nowadays. So going forward also, if I want to pass my project to someone, then Python is go-to language, right? So widely accepted in community, we can say. Widely accepted, I will say, just in community, you can think like that. Yeah, more support, obviously. More people will use means more support. Okay. So this is one question just for some of you who have joined now. I do sometimes on a fee basis, I do interview mentoring to people one-to-one. Okay. One of the person I was doing interview mentoring, that person was asked this question, not in the interview, in the screening round. Okay. So somebody asked him, why do you use Python for machine learning? And obviously we don't want answers in bits and pieces, right? So one good paragraph or one good answer we should give. For example, we can include these 5 things. Python is easy to program from a programming point of view. Lot of inbuilt features are there, easily integrable with different systems, library support is used, widely accepted and used, and hence community support is also used. So these may be the reason for using Python. Fine. So to all of you guys who had joined now, just go ahead and press the like button once, and let's go to the next question. Okay, so this is related to machine learning, guys. What you have to do is you have to train a 24 GB data set. Okay, just a size I am giving you, using a neural network. Okay, with a machine which has just 1/4 of the RAM. For example, 6 GB of the RAM. Based on your knowledge, based on your experience as a data scientist, tell me what approaches do you think you can take? It can be a model, you can use a different model. It can be a data subsetting kind of approach, anything that you are aware of. So I will again keep writing here whatever inputs I get, so that in the end we can discuss it. Okay, so some inputs you can tell me what can help you in this situation. Cloud, see, cloud is, I'm giving you what do you say, constraint here. I'm not allowing you to go to cloud. I'm saying you have to do it in 6 GB RAM machine. Okay, so this is your constraint. Reduce batch size. This is one acceptable answer I can write here. Reduce batch size, or in one way you can say use batch training. Okay, so I'm just writing here reduce batch size. Other way you can say use batch mode, or don't use all the data in one shot for training. Use batch mode. Can we run on multiple systems? No, that's the constraint. You have to run on the system only. Splitting data into pieces and trend, Bhusan is saying. So same what Shadin is saying, Sherin is saying, reduce batch size or split into parts. Can you guys tell me something related to Python based on your knowledge? Something in Python that can help? I mean, Python data structure wise, or how Python, stores programs. I'm just giving you some hint. Yeah, so Manish and Bhushan, both your answers are okay, and that is the same thing I've written here. Reduce batch size, use batch mode, or split data in some way, or do the training. That is one approach. What else? So any Python data structure can help here. And to all the guys who will be watching this video later, just a tip for you: watch the video in 2x, okay? Because if this discussion goes up to nearly 60 minutes every week, okay? So if you watch in 2x, what will happen is you will finish this in 30 minutes, and you will learn a lot of things. Okay, if you're in live session, that's a different story. We can interact, so that's a different fun altogether. That's a different way of learning, interacting. But if you're watching it later, watch in 2x, you will learn, and it will not take a lot of time also. And to all of us who are in this session also, whenever you are watching a podcast, whenever you are listening to some story or you know something which is slow in nature, you can go for 2x in YouTube. That's what I do actually. No idea on this data structure part. Okay, so just to give you some idea, this is my personal experience as well. NumPy arrays will make a huge difference. Okay, if you want to try, you can try it. So NumPy arrays, what I mean to say here is, let's say you have a pandas data frame. Okay, you have a pandas data frame, and you have a columns here. Fine. So this is your column 1, this is your column 2, this is your column 3. Now, one way of training your machine learning model is you take this data frame and you train on this data frame. That is way 1. Way 2 can be you take a multi-dimensional NumPy array. I'm just writing here in short, multi-dimensional NumPy array. Okay. And I have experienced this in past, guys. It will make a huge difference to your training time. Okay. Because the way NumPy arrays are structured, okay, it will be indexed in such a way that your training will be faster. Okay. And if you combine, I'm not going into anything fancy because we have a limited machine here, no cloud or no big data system or no distributed computing. Normal things I'm talking about. 6 GB RAM everybody has in their laptop, right? So if you take a batch wise training in whatever way you want to do, batch wise training, whether you want to split data in beginning only, or you want to do a batch training in deep neural network, both. And if you combine with NumPy arrays, you will see the huge difference. Okay, so this is again one thing that you have to remember. If you are working on a limited infra, and if you are not supposed to try and test many things, then these small things can help you. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so today I will include some of the situational questions from the interview, and I will also tell you how to answer that in interview. We will understand every piece of it and why that is important. So read this question, guys. First of all, I will ask you the same question in two different ways. Okay, this is a situational, not situational, you can say one part of interview, and this is non-tech. Okay, this is a non-technical, but same question I have put in technical in a separate slide. Okay, focus on this first. Explain a business scenario and how did you solve it. This question looks very simple. Okay, and again, this is a way to prove that you are a good candidate or you are an eligible candidate. Okay, um, this is a very open ground. Try to understand this. Whenever you are given a open ground, okay, then ball is in your court and you have to play the best way you can. Okay, nothing is right or wrong here, but you have to impress the recruiter at this point. Okay, and this is a very common question. Explain a business scenario and how did you solve it. First you guys try, then I tell you how to answer this. Okay, use star. I have explained many times what is star. Formulate answer carefully and write. There can be cross questions to you. Okay, so first you try, then I will tell you. Star, I will write here STAR. Okay, S stands for situation, T stands for task, A stands for action, and R stands for result. So first you can try, then I will add my inputs. How to convert data frame to NumPy and D array, not a difficult thing to do. I may be writing wrong syntax here. If I try to write here, just do a small Google, you'll be able to find out. You can take your time, formulate your answer, because see, I'm telling you to, this much time to formulate, but you will not have this much of time in when you are live giving interviews, right? So just try a little faster, but it should be kind of structured answer. Start with which problem you are trying to solve. Yes, fine. Give an example, Samira. Okay, Samira is saying reducing warranty cost of an automobile company. Very good. This is a situation, somebody wants to, for example, reduce cost, or somebody wants to, let's say, optimize the operations, or somebody wants to, let's say, optimize the workforce. So these can be situations, right? So in case of Samira, it is reducing cost. We want to reduce automobile emission. Yes, one business scenario can be like this. So you guys are talking about first thing only, not you are not coming to second, third, and fourth. Let me try explaining you, and then you can align your answer on that. Okay, so hi Uma, thanks for joining. What is the problem that why customers are decreasing in the company? So we are trying to solve, answer in an imaginary business scenario, saying how would you answer, this, explain a business scenario and how did you solve it. Okay, So let me start with one use case, and you can align your answers based on that. Okay. So situation has to be very, very clear. Okay. For example, let's say a bank is using manual process to tag their loan applications. Okay. A bank is using manual process to tag their loan applications, saying which loan application goes in which category. For example, there can be 5 categories of loan application. One, straight away rejected. Second, can be considered. Third, must be given loan. Fourth, must not be given loan. Something like this, 3-4 categories. The loan applications are being categorized, but this is happening manually. So this is a situation. Okay. So what is the situation? Manual manual task that is, resource intensive, that takes a lot of time, that takes a lot of effort. Okay. What is the task we can do to reduce this? Okay. So we can say, can we automate okay, can we automate this tagging? Okay, this is a task in hand. What is the action we can take to automate this? So using machine learning, we can build a document parser algorithm, let's say. Okay. An image scanner or a document scanner, which will go through the document, scan it, run an NLP algorithm. That is more technical it is, but it depends on you how much level you want to go in detail. So it can scan and it can take the text, it can do the NLP parsing, it can run the algorithm it wants to, and it can do the classification. Okay. So what is the action here? Apply machine learning, to classify. Just at high level, this is the action. Fine. What is the result here? The result here is reduction of effort by 80%. Let's say reduction of effort by 80%. Okay. Now understand this whole thing, guys. So when somebody asks you a question saying, explain a business scenario and how did you solve it? Quickly in your mind, you have to think these 4 things. STAR, situation, task, action, result. Formulate the answer in 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, and ensure that you cover all these 4 things. Okay. What will happen is it will give a very good impression to whomever you are talking, that okay, this guy understands what is the situation, what task needs to be done, what is the action at detail level, and what is the result achieved. So any of these stages, if interviewer wants to go in detail, they can go in detail and you can explain that well. Okay. So this is about one of the question. We will come back to this question from technical point of view as well. This is a non-tech explanation. Okay. The same question can come in technical explanation as well. We will see that. Now let's move ahead. Today I have put some puzzles for you. Okay. One simple puzzle. You have to solve it. I give you 5-liter milk container and 9-liter milk container. How would you use these two to measure 1 liter of milk? A simple one. Just tell me. I think you would have seen this also somewhere, but you can tell me the answer here, because puzzles are a part of many interviews, and hence we should know how to solve puzzle, or at least how to approach. I will just give you some knowledge on when somebody asks you puzzle in an interview, right? Then what you should do. Okay. First is, make sure you understand the question. Okay. That is applicable to puzzles. Understand this, guys. Make sure you understand puzzle or question, whatever you call it. Second is, ask questions. Even if you understand, just verify your understanding by asking questions. Third is, the idea here is not to get a 100% right answer. If you are able to give 100% right answer, nothing like it. But mostly interviewer is interested in seeing your what do you say, approach. Okay, showcase your logical ability. That is the only purpose of asking puzzles. Okay, so how do you approach this? Tell me. So Pramod is here with the answer. From 5 liter, pour in 9 liter, fill 5 liter again, pour in 9 liter. This still only 4 liter will go, contains 1 liter will be left. Very good. This is the right answer for this, and it's a simple one also. So what you have to do is, this is for example your 5 liter, this is for example your 9 liter. So you fill this once and entire thing you pour in this. Okay, second time you fill this and you try to fill this till the level it goes, it's 9, and whatever is left here it will become 1. Okay, so simple one. Measure 5 liter twice, collect together, pour it into 9 liter, then 1 liter will be left. Same thing in other way. Okay, fine. So this is a simple puzzle, but the purpose was to tell you what is the purpose of asking puzzle in the interview. Okay, and how you should approach the puzzle. Fine, let's move ahead. A simple Python one this time. So tell me, how will the behavior of loop change if it encounters a continue or break or pass? Here, so what happens if the loop encounters continue will skip print 4, continue will skip print 4. Okay, what will break do? Break will print till 3. Okay, what will pass do? Continue will skip 4. Okay, let's write here the output. Continue, break, pass. Zero, 1, 2, 3. If I is equal to 4, continue. So it will 4 will not get printed. So here nothing will come in case of continue. 5 will come, right? What will happen if it is break? 5 will come, and then 6, 7, 8, 9 also will come. Sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9 also will come. Break 0, 1, 2, 3, and loop will break. And what will pass do? What will pass do? Pass will print 0 to 9, everything. Pass will do nothing, right? So in the case of pass, you can think like this if statement is not there at all. Am I right? In case of pass, that's what you guys are saying, right? This in case of pass, this if is not there at all. Pass means everything. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, Nirman, Uma, Sayed. Yes, fine. Condition won't be checked. Condition will be checked, but nothing happens, right? I mean, in pass. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So this is machine learning. Tell me, in what kind of scenarios ARIMA, one of the famous time series model, will work well, and in what kind of scenarios Arima will give you a tough time? So Arima is basically used for time series forecasting, but what my question here is, what kind of time series Arima will perform well? What kind of time series it will not perform well based on your knowledge? So you know, right? Arima is basically made up of auto regression and integrated and moving average, right? And the meaning of auto regression is regressing against its own previous terms, right? And moving average model, you already would be having some idea. And this is for differencing. People are saying on seasonal data, Pramod and Gopi, stationary data. See, data is not normally stationary in real world. Arjun is saying when there is seasonality, no white noise, it works well. Yes, partially your answer is correct. When it will not work well, tell me, or give me some example, like in these scenarios, Arima will not work well. And give me some scenarios also where it may work well. Gurjinder Kaur is saying Arima works well for univariate time series with regular intervals, assuming stationarity. Assumes stationarity. Yes, assumes stationarity is perfectly fine. Univariate time series, univariate, multivariate, it will not work. I'm just thinking. Maybe you're right. Okay. With regular intervals. Regular intervals means you are saying there is a kind of seasonality in the data, maybe. So your answer is correct. But again, my question to you: when it will not work, and give me a use case for both the scenarios. So just to ask you here, I'm trying to forecast. Let's say traffic on. I'm trying to forecast traffic on travel lodge website. Travel lodge website. Will do you think this will be supported well in Arima? How many people will visit this particular website? I'm trying to forecast. Travel lodge is basically for holidays planning, etc. Right? So all of you who have joined now, please go ahead and press the like button. That helps the video to go to other people. Please do that. It will just take 1 second. And what we are discussing now is there is a famous time series model, almost go-to model for time series forecasting, Arima. We are discussing in what kind of scenarios Arima will work, what kind of scenarios Arima may not work well. One use case here is if I try to forecast traffic on travel lodge website, okay, will Arima work well in this case? Gopi is saying stock price prediction, Arima will not work well. Stock price prediction. So see what you have to understand here, guys. Arima works on two things, three principles basically. Okay. So whenever you are doing auto regression or moving average kind of model, what you are assuming is my next value is determined by my previous value. Okay. In some way or other, you are saying my next value is determined by my previous value. That is one part of it. Other part of it is whatever has happened in the past, the same may repeat in the future. So that is basically your seasonality term. Okay. These are certain things which will make your Arima work. Okay. In the first case, travel lodge being a holiday kind of website where people in the time of Christmas or in the time of winter vacation, summer vacation, people may go and search a lot of things on travel websites. So these kind of scenarios may have a seasonality. For example, people may not be searching that much in normal days. Summers it may be little high, winters it may be little low. So some kind of seasonality and some kind of trend is there, and past can determine future. Then ARIMA will can be a candidate model. However, whenever your business scenario becomes complex, for example, the lower case, this is determined by multiple things. Okay, this Russia Ukraine war determines it. Even what is the water level of Ganga river, that also determines stock price for some of these stocks. So I'm just giving you some examples of what all can determine your stock price. That is extremely complex, extremely changing. Okay, so you cannot say that past will repeat itself. That is number one. Number two, um, suppose something big happens in India tomorrow. Okay, then what will happen to the entire Bombay Stock Exchange or National Stock Exchange? You will see a huge impact. So we cannot say that previous value will determine the next value with confidence at least. Okay, so more and more systematic your structure is, your time series structure is, more and more your assumptions are falling in sync, ARIMA will work very good. But if your see the underlying engine of ARIMA is past value will tell me future value, and there is future will repeat, past will repeat itself. But if your use case is complex, that may not be true. So understand ARIMA like this. Fine. Some of the inputs are coming. See, FB Profit is another that you can try. Facebook's algorithm that does not tell you to do a lot of feature engineering for time series forecasting. And then there is something called VR, I think, if I'm not missing, VR time series. LSTM is also working very good in time series use cases, complex use cases. You can try for these other methods for time series. Okay, time series is not an easy topic, not at all easy topic. Okay, because you don't have many variables to predict or forecast, so it's difficult. So let's move on to the next one, what I have. Okay, so as I told you in the beginning, you remember I had a situational non-tech question where I explained you how to do a star thing. Same question, explain a technical scenario and how did you solve this, can come to you very often in the interviews. Okay, again I'm saying you, please formulate answer carefully and write. There can be cross questions to you. And again, don't say that I was not able to read CSV file in pandas. This is not a problem. You have to tell something that is unique. You have to tell something that shows your expertise, and you have to tell something that looks practical also. So you can try and then I will answer. Any technical scenario that was difficult on the job and how did you solve it? So here there is no need of star and all. Okay, you can just say that any coding related or technical or many types of thing can be there, right? So it depends on you what you want to choose. So for example, multiple things we can answer here. So some of the technical challenges can be on the infra side. Some of the technical challenges can be on, let's say, um, uh, what to say, let's say infra only that will come. I want to say here capability of my machine or limited resources, I want to say here in some other words. So that will come under infra only. Then there can be coding related challenges that you faced a scenario and you solved it. Then there can be team collaboration kind of challenges. For example, how multiple people working on the same script and how do you share a script among yourselves. There could be a status update kind of scenarios, so that shows your leadership abilities as well, right? So for example, managing a team, you can say, but that will be little non-tech. So let's keep it tech only. So you can say, collaborating teamwork. I mean to say technical work. Okay. So these are some of the things I can think on top of my mind. You can have your own answer on what is the one problem you solved on infra side. This can be related to, let's say, space issue. This can be related to file transfer issue. This can be related to automation issue. In coding, there is no end, right? 100 things can be there. And how multiple people came together to work on a single use case, and how did you collect the pieces of your solution, that can go here. So just to give you some hints. Okay. So Samira is saying identifying what data will be needed to solve the problem. Okay, fine. Little high level, but still I want it to be little more technical, but that's fine. I mean, it's an acceptable answer. Deepak is saying identifying number of neural networks in CNN. Fine. And how did you identify, and how did you reach to the number? That is one thing we have to see here. And also remember, guys, whenever you are answering to someone, you should keep showing your team player abilities. And if you are at my experience level, at least 10 plus level, your leadership abilities or your managerial abilities as well. Okay. So in place of saying that I decided doing this, you can say that I proposed this to team, and then we as a team took the collective call. Okay, let's have a XYZ number of layers. Okay, so this question, you can have your own answer. All of you are working in projects hands-on, so you can have your own answer. But just one simple example I can give you here. For example, let's say you have a model.pickle file. Okay, for example, you say here so Gurjinder is giving a very good interesting use case. He is saying that evening night data was not available in a time series because data was not recorded continuously. So obviously they would have gone for some kind of alternative arrangement for that. That's a good scenario. You can answer that. Another scenario I can tell you here, for example, one thing I noticed is, in my past experience, I noticed is if you put .pkl files in GitHub, right? .pkl files in GitHub. I am facing this. I was facing this. I don't know if how many of you would face this, but let's say if you put .pkl file in GitHub, and if you use Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, to deploy the code, then this file gets corrupted for some reason. Okay. So I'm just giving you high level problem. Okay. So I was facing this issue some time back, and this is I don't know why this issue was there. Okay, so maybe this is a binary file and this deployment happens internally using a different protocol. Something is happening and this pkl file is getting corrupted. Okay, so one alternate solution for that is I will not pass this pkl file to the deployment using a automated pipeline. Rather, what I will do is I will create a shell script, okay, .sh script, which will take this file and push it in the destination folder, destination server, every time I'm running a automated deployment. So that is one situation and one solution. Okay, your situation and your solution can be completely different. I'm just giving you a hint of how to answer these kind of questions. The objective is to show your technical expertise and, if possible, your team skills, I mean team player skills and leadership skills also. Fine. So you can decide your answer based on your work. Let's go to the next one. One more puzzle here. So given cart track has 6 lanes. Okay. So how many lanes you have? 6 lanes. I ask you to find 4 fastest cars out of 36. How many minimum number of races are needed? Again, this is a puzzle. So you have to take the same approach. If you don't understand question, you have to ask. And you have to show your logical ability and your thought process. How do you think? I will give you some time to think through this question because this is little brain, some brain you have to apply. And I asked this to one of the person in mock interview actually. So just to explain the question here, this is lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, lane 6. You have 36 cars, okay? And you can run 6 races. First race, second race, third race, fourth race, fifth race, sixth race. So how many minimum number of races are required to know 4 fastest car? Pramod is saying 7. So 6 races are here only. Pramod. So in 7th race, what you are going to do? Can you tell me which cars you are going to run so that you will know that these are 4 fastest? Six race, Manish, you will get 6 cars, 6 fastest cars. I agree. Minimum 6 is needed. So 6 race, you get 6 fastest cars. Now we have to find 4 fastest cars. How do you do that? So I have now 6 fastest cars and I have 6 tracks with me. Okay. If I run one more race, no, you are not capturing speed and time. No. Samira, I am interested in your answer. Somebody who is saying, for example, Saket. No. Pramod Yadav. Seventh, let's say in your 7th race, right? In your 7th race, how do you decide that what are the 4, 3 top? Gopi Kishan, how did you come to 8? Can you tell me? And Samira, how did you come to 8? Can you tell me? Six C4 combinations. No, that will be a very, very large number, Srinivas. Very, very large number. So right answer is here 8. Okay. I want you to go and do some research on this. Okay. That's where I'm asking Gopi and Samira to explain the answer. Okay. Just do some research on this. Fine. Let's move ahead to the next one. So one small Python assignment here for you. I want you to give me 3 code snippets, okay, to get the last element from this list. 3 different ways, 3 different ways of doing the same thing. You can start writing. This is like one liner. Everything is one liner. Okay, so you can start writing. Yes, I agree. What Abhishek Mitra is saying. That is approach 1. Other approaches. First approach is go to the list and take the last element. I mean, if you consider this as a list. Second approach, last is your list, I think. Don't hard code it. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you consider this list, -1 is fine. Any other approach? Okay, I think if I uh, len of L -1, will this work? For example, here len of L will be 1 2 3 4 5 5 -1 4. This will also work, I think. Second one. What is the third one? L dot pop. Will this work? I think this will also work. How list dot mean will work, Ajay Gaikwad? No, don't consider this list. This is just an example list. I'm just saying you, if you say this, I make it 42. This is an example list, okay? Don't consider this one. Generic, I'm saying. So these are few ways, okay? So not a difficult one. We will go to the next one. How many I have? Oh, I have some more. Okay, let's finish, no problem. What are the different distance metric you know for continuous data and categorical data? Just quickly, can you tell me? For example, Euclidean distance. For example, Manhattan. For example, what else? Cosine similarity is for this, I think. Cosine is for this one, right? Jacquard is for which one? Jacquard is for, tell me. Yeah, this name I was forgetting. Saket Mahanovis. This is a, I'm mispronouncing it. Let me write it here. This thing is not sometimes. Hamming is, I think, here, right? Hamming. Please correct me if I'm putting something wrong here, okay? Cooks will come where? Mahalan. Cook distance for continuous, okay. So let's add Cook's distance here. Hamming is for categorical, right? I'm not added wrong here, right? Jacquard is for which one? Jacquard, do you know? Clustering. No, this is also a distance metric actually. You can check that later, not a problem. No, correlation is not a distance metric. Correlation has a different mathematical formula, right? So no. Okay, let's move to the next one. So again, one question here, which I want you to understand, situational question, very, very common question. Okay. Why are you looking for a change in the job? So first of all, what you should not do or what you must not do. You must not say bad things about your current organization. Okay. You must not say you are changing the job for money. Very, very straightforward. You should not say. Okay. And what you should say here is, I will just write here, don't and do. So you must not, don't say bad things about your current organization or your boss or your system. Okay. Current org. Don't show lot of love for money. Don't show lot of love for money. Okay. Remember this, because what will happen is that will create a different kind of impression for you in the interview. Okay. Somehow you should showcase that, you know, you are trying to grow in terms of skill. Okay. And somehow you should showcase that you are trying to grow the organization, okay, to which you will join. Okay. And somehow you should show that you will be long you are a long association person. Okay. So if you get a chance, you will get associated with that organization for long time. And your values, okay, your values and culture, your values and culture, or you can say your values and thought, you can say, fall in sync with the organization you are applying for. Okay. So just remember, these two are a big no. Okay. And you can formulate your answer based on these things. Like Gopi has given, want to explore new challenges and improve my skills. So there can be a number of ways in which you can show this, but the crux of this is this one. Okay. Let's move to the next one. One puzzle for today, just little brain you have to apply. A frog is currently at the bottom of a 65-meter well and trying to come out. Each hour, the frog climbs 5 meters and slips down 3 meters. How long will it take? Yes, Ajay, that's also a good answer. So I'm just giving you some pointers. Based on that, you can formulate your answer. Okay. I mean, just do's and don'ts I'm telling you, because based on my knowledge, you guys can also correct me if you feel I'm telling wrong. So this one, you can just think like the poor guy goes up for 5 and comes back 3. So every day able to do only 2. Okay. Every day able to do only 2. So Pramod has solved this puzzle before. So Pramod is straight away saying 30 into 2 is equal to 60. Okay. But on the 31st day, what will happen is, when the 5 meters is, went up, then there is no coming down. So after 30 days, only 1 day is needed. Hence the answer is 31 days. Okay. Simple puzzle, just to, find little interest in that. Okay. So if we put these things, then it's interesting. Session is interesting, right? So we are closing and we are 6:32. I mean, my time, your time would be like 11 IST. Wherever you are, your time may be different. So 1 hour session we had. Another request, Please share Unfold Data Science channel within your circle, guys, and reach me. Help me reaching 40K fast, please. I'm near to 40K. That will help me a lot. One announcement. Next Thursday, there will be no session. The reason is I have some planned holiday. Okay. No session next Thursday. Okay. I have some planned holiday. No session next Thursday. And some of you, if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. The reason I'm telling you is I keep sharing some interview question or few things there. Maybe it will be beneficial for you. Okay. So just follow on unfold _data _science on Instagram. And tell me, how did you like this session, guys? Just tell me in comment. If you're liking this Thursday sessions and I should continue this. Because many people are watching after the session gets completed, they are also kind of liking it. So I feel it's always good to have discussions, and it's a good way to learn things, not much effort also from you guys also, and you can learn many things. Is the session good? Okay, thanks everyone. I think you guys are, it's little late. Maybe you are feeling little sleepy, not a problem. Anyway, so thanks Srinivas, thanks Kujinder, thanks Deepak. Thanks Deepak, keep joining Thursday 10 p.m. IST. Thanks Manish, thanks Bhavya. Thank you everyone. Please share Unfold Data Science channel in various data science groups in Telegram or WhatsApp, wherever you find a chance. And let us target for 40K soon in terms of subscribers. I am nearly 38.5 now. Tanmay is requesting for some videos on automation and CI/CD and MLOps. Definitely. Okay. So thank you everybody. I will see you all in the live session week after next, but through the video and through the shorts during next week as well. Okay. So take care everyone. See you all. Thanks again for joining.